here at Hammer Driven Fitness, and today I actually wanted to talk about a recent purchase that we made with box wheelchairs. I'm really excited to talk about it because I've been wanting a custom chair for quite a long time. I might be a little biased, but this one's pretty special. People often ask me how I make opportunities happen, whether they're big or small. I honestly just ask. And so an opportunity came about where I was looking to get a new chair and I was struggling to find the right fit for me. And I reached out to somebody named Mike Box. He is the owner of Box Wheelchairs and he lives in Texas. And I reached out to him on Instagram, believe it or not. I kind of slid into those DMs, I guess you'd say. And I sent him a message and said, hey, this is what I'm looking for. And he said, okay, sounds cool, when can we talk? And I don't really know how the conversation really came about, but once we started talking, he got into the conversation with my boyfriend and basically said, hey Ty, you weld and you want to learn how to build a chair? And Ty said, sure. He said, how soon can you get on a plane? And we thought he was joking at first. And he's like, no, I'm very serious. So we booked Ty a ticket to go to Texas, and he built this chair along with Mike and a couple of the other people that he works with in about 7 days, which is pretty impressive. I am so in love with this chair, not only because I think it's really special that somebody that I love helped build it, but everything was really made for me and really thought about with me in mind. So there are a couple things that I wanted to go over that I think are a little bit unique about this chair. 3 things in particular that I would say 4 things in particular actually that I really love about this chair. Number 1, let's talk about the big blue wheels in the front. These big blue wheels are actually from a mountain board that you would normally see on like a longer skateboard, which I think is really cool. But what people don't think about is these are called the front casters. And when you have small front casters, they get caught on like every little rock or every little bump that you can think of. These bad boys, they don't at all. It's really cool, like you can go over like the bumpiest of surfaces and it just feels kind of like you're gliding on it. I will say when I first got the chair and I started seeing it move and feeling it move, at first you like hear it, so it makes audible noise. And it's a little bit different than the average chair, but once you get used to that, you realize that it helps you kind of glide through. So those are the first thing that I love. The second thing I love, if you haven't already known, I have cerebral palsy. So with CP comes spasticity, and this like front lip of the wheelchair, I guess you'd call it a toe guard, was basically just an idea that Mike had that wasn't really sure if it was gonna work. But he just wanted to try it. And so with the spasticity, I kick out a lot and I have no control over either how hard I'll kick out or when it'll happen. So I really like to have my feet kind of strapped down. With this, I don't actually have to have my feet strapped down anymore because it just pretty much protects it from pushing all the way out. So right now, my foot's not strapped in, and I can definitely feel that my legs are wanting to kick out, but they actually can't. So it's a really cool little trick that they came up with, and I hope that if people know that it helps me, hopefully it can help somebody else. So that's 2. The third one that I love is the suspension. I've never had a chair with suspension before, never thought it was important, never even knew it was a possibility, but this chair has some serious suspension. And because of the way that we lift and the way that we kind of mess around with different weights, it really makes me feel probably more stable than I felt in my entire quote-unquote career of being in a chair. I just started using a manual chair about 4 years ago, so for me to feel this difference was a really big deal. I remember when Ty and I were first talking about this chair when we first got it, and he's like, listen, you're gonna have kind of like this false sense of security because I definitely shouldn't be trusted with things that could flip backwards, because trust me, I've done that before. But this chair actually makes me feel like really comfortable and just really proud of what I'm able to do on my own. So that's number 3, I love the suspension. And the last thing I love about this chair is that to the average person, it looks like it has no brakes. And it actually does. So right now I can't move. On the side of the chair, or I'd say underneath the chair, there's a little mechanism called the D's locks. You pull the D's locks up and the chair comes free. You push the D's locks down, you pull the wheels back and forth, and it locks it in place. I think this is absolutely genius. When I had a chair in the past, especially a manual chair, the barbell that I would be using or the piece of equipment I would be using would sometimes get stuck on the brakes, and this is like magic. Now it's gone, I don't have to worry about it, I know that I'm safe and that I'm free to lift as much weight as I physically can. So I love this product. Nobody paid me to say this, nobody asked me to say this, I just thought it was super cool that somebody would take such an interest in what I need and how I can make my life better, and hopefully show you guys that this could make your life better if you need it. So if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below. If you are looking to get a new chair, I highly suggest you go and talk to Mike Box. He's one of the most amazing people that I've gotten to interact with. His wife Allison runs the show there when it comes to orders and all of that stuff, and they're just wonderful people. So I hope you guys enjoy, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below.
Did you get that?
Part of it, yeah.
I get dizzy way too fast.